I know we tried to hit those top stories, but again, we appreciate the day-to-day that you can share that the everyday person might not be aware of.
We're in a historic moment here. And if in the 1930s, the world would have taken the threat of Hitler seriously, we wouldn't have had all the death and destruction that came with the Second World War. We are now doing the same. Because of what America and Israel are doing, we will actually prevent a third world war, and history will judge us very favorably. We're on the right side of this, and everybody should know that.
Yalla. Okay. They're on the right
Lord,
side
thank you
of
so
it.
much. Praying for you and other Israelis in the area. Of course, you have a safe and great rest of your day. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Every year, millions of dollars in burial benefits for the state go.
Boom. And a nigga live, man. This shit crazy. This shit is past crazy. These niggas support this wall. Yeah, y'all support this war shit. By default. Now them hoes finna bust some U.S. troops, then y'all motherfucker be crying like a motherfucker then when your sister and your brother and your cousin and uncle get fucked up over there again, fucking around in that Middle East, talking about some U.S. troops, talking about a motherfucking America that don't do it. Man, y'all niggas crazy. Little folk country right in North America, South America. They all add Canada with that. They see that's the outskirts. That's Canada over there with that shit over there. In South America, then you got Africa and Asia right there. Then you got Green. Then what that is in the middle. See, that's my central. See, they made it central for me. That's why on my paper where I showed y'all, I got that big circle saying central. Because that's where them British islands is sitting at. In Europe and all that shit took that shit. They took all that. They in a central location in the Pacific, my nigga. But I'm gonna catch them all. I'm gonna catch them all. Yep, I'm gonna catch them all. Now what Putin gonna do? Y'all think Putin gonna sit back and let them niggas come over there on that side of the country with that bullshit? You think Putin ain't gonna step back? Or Putin already the one dropped them tutorial maps. And your niggas still ain't reading Putin. He dropped the tutorial map to show you this shit. All this because of religion and oil. Oil, land, and religion. The same script over and over and over and over again. We so far behind the eight ball, nigga, gonna be arguing about Allah and Jesus. That's how far we is behind these motherfuckers. Goddamn, goddamn Iran to my closing down they Hamas straight. See, a straight ain't nothing but letting nigga come come through your water and you tax them on the water for transferring goods on your land and shit like that. That's all the tariff tax is. Trump ain't talking about shit, but they're water. And trying to goddamn get power over them Palestinians and shit with his motherfucking German ass. What he gotta do with Islamic shit? What he gotta do with it? The Oscar see. It's something real strange about that Pacific. Once you lay that bit down, y'all gonna see. That goddamn Middle East I just showed y'all where them hoes came from. Look at that shit blowed up. I just be going there asking a little. Go back. Well, I'm gonna see what I asked this motherfucker. The Bering Strait is in the Arctic. Okay, boom. The Torres Strait sits in the Pacific. Tatars sit right next to Japan in the Pacific. Hawaii also sits in the Pacific somewhere. Yes, Iran is officially an Islamic republic. Y'all remember Iraq and Iran was together? I don't say nothing about Iraq no more. Because they went over there and took Iraq. put down on the goddamn them poppy seeds and shit they had going on over there. They went over there and built the U.S. Embassy over there and put down right there. So they jumping and they still trying to take these folks. This ain't nobody put them up against Ashkenazi Jews. They don't give a fuck about nobody because they gonna go by the books of Moses, which was written by them. Y'all don't use y'all time and shit, man. These folks wrote this shit in the whole world. Goddamn, and Moses is you niggas' daddy. Noah is you niggas' daddy. Noah is you niggas' daddy. Moses is you niggas' daddy. Abraham is you niggas' daddy. Y'all niggas can't get up out of that religious shit. I'm talking about all the religious shit. Because all of it came from right there in that goddamn so-called Middle East, which is South Africa. I mean, which is North Africa, but it's South. It's in the South part, the South corner of the world. They usurp that oil field that they got so-called called Arabian. They come from over there. They connect you back. Israel is not an Islamic country. I know it. They're the Jews. This the fight. This the fight. This the fight. Now, they connect you to, they curse you. This how they curse the melanated Africans. This how they curse the melanated people. But not the Negro. They'll tell you now. They'll tell you that Ham is the father of all the black progenital races except the Negro. They're gonna leave you fucked up because they're gonna leave you for the Anglo-Saxon to deal with. They're gonna leave you for the Anglo-Saxon to deal with. Not the Negro. That's what they say. But not the Negro. Why the fuck is that? Look at the middle side of the look. So this is how they curse Ham and all the goddamn black races through Canaan. They can't find they ain't got nothing over there. Who the hell gonna leave Egypt go over there? Then why would they have tombs? Why would they have mummies? Why would they have the same thing that the motherfucking they brothers and sisters got if they was look at this cartoon shit? But y'all believe the story. Now archaeologists want to say they dug up a site in Israel of an old Canaanite. Well, what the structures at? What is all this on, man? Inventing and giving you a history. Now I want that shit to stand up like that shit stand up in Egypt over there. I want it to be prominent like that. Man, they ain't got nothing over there no goddamn land called Canada. That's them post side of it. That's how they came in. That's the east. That's the goddamn east. Egypt uncovers ancient burial and mummies. Okay, why they ain't got nothing in Canaan though? Do Muslims believe in the books of Moses? Oh yeah, they both believe because they wrote all that shit right there in the Middle East. I told them Arabs had been took over European, so-called Arabs, earlier Greeks, whatever you want to call these mixture of these little these little mixed bloodlines and shit running through this motherfucker that it took Egypt already said UAR. Whatever it is. Arab Republic. Yes, they believe in Moses. They believe in Moses. Okay. So they believe in Moses. Okay. So Muslims believe in Moses. Okay. Okay, Jews believe in Moses too. Okay. These people conspired and got there and wrote these stories about the Torah. And they brothers. Now I'm gonna ask them about Ishmael. I said Ishmael should be the father of Islam. The father of Islam, son. I said no, Ishmael is not considered the Ismail in Arabic. As his prophet and ancestor of Muhammad. So he's Muhammad's ancestor with the same bloodline. So Muhammad is the founder. You know, when it came, he had the revelation and all that old shit. But he a descendant of Ishmael. Hmm? Man, y'all, we letting the whole world just crumble up under the guidance of these people, man. Is Isaac considered the father of Jewish people? Or rather one of the patriarch of Judaism? Abraham is generally considered the patriarch or father of Jewish people. I know that's real. But Isaac, his son, one of such things until Abraham be the first Jew. Yeah, okay, who's telling the story? Abraham, is Moses gonna tell Abraham's story or Abraham gonna tell Moses' story? They constructed these stories, bro. Right there in that so-called Middle East. Right there in that so-called Middle East. There ain't gonna be no Israelite until Jacob. That's when they make up the Israel shit with Jacob. So these same people right over here that took all this oil, they Greek all this havoc. But you got Putin. Putin gonna bag up them niggas because he got to protect Russia and China and all their interests. So the Mongolians gonna goddamn step in and help Iran, help them. Gonna be the same script again. Is Hagar an Egyptian chamber asking was she Islamic? No, Hagar, she's not Islamic. She was the Egyptian. She was an Egyptian woman who was a servant, a slave, a servant to Sarah, and later became Abraham's concubine, yeah, his hoe, and the mother of Ishmael. Huh? So why you don't see no black folks, remnants of no black folks in Palestine, and Israel, and Iran? Why you don't see these niggas? Because Hagar was the Egyptian chambermaid, and they had already took Egypt. So Hagar is not a motherfucking melanated African or aboriginal motherfucking indigenous being from this side of the earth. Hagar is a motherfucking Egyptian, but she is motherfucking Arab. And this is the story. This is the story when Abraham will get Hagar and all the descendants of Ishmael, motherfucking Arabia, which is Africa. This is how they took that. Then it went. I just be trying to show y'all, man. I just be trying to show y'all. Hmm. So he is revealed. Woman in Islamic faith, she is revealed. She is revealed. She is a revered woman in the Islamic faith. According to Muslim belief, she was the Egyptian wife of Abraham. Abraham. She eventually settled in the desert. What a desert is. Out there. Even in the cartoon, they put the horns right back up there like lightning bolts. Hmm? Hmm? Why they got the man? This who y'all got faith in? This who all y'all niggas is constructed up under this mold shit. It's in your heart. Even most of you niggas right here, goddamn hiding about your little black and you own your shit now. Niggas still ain't putting this shit together. And y'all still got this shit here in your heart. Some shit ain't got nothing to do with you. They over there fighting back and forth, blowing up shit now on some dumb shit. In the desert, because every time you see it, gonna be desert. When you see China, it's gonna be desert. All that shit, they in the mountain, and they running our land by saying they standing up. They water stand up and ice all over your head, and they just all the shit they disguising right here to keep running the power sources of the world. And one of the power sources of the world would be Arabia, which is really Africa, because it sits in the south corner of the motherfucking world, and it belongs to the melanated people. And this is how they got into this so-called Middle East, and they gonna keep on doing the same thing. And them Jews is not playing with the motherfucking Islam. This all it is, Islamic Jewish war. Islamic Jewish war, some shit they sat down and constructed and made up together. And that nigga out the north, the northwest and north nigga, he came in and took their books and put it in some tourism when they came back and conquered motherfucking Egypt from some Persian motherfuckers that was already there. These people are Persians. That's what we used to hear about the Persian Gulf and all that. These people are Persians. And when they came back in and took the shit, then you know what? I'm supposed to be telling y'all the story about how Trump is the 9/11 dictator. And I think I'm gonna goddamn stop this shit and go live on another channel and tell the story about how this nigga is the 9/11 dictator, how all this shit started, and how I incorporated that shit into my Kanika Jenkins shit and kept showing and showing and showing and showing y'all this. Why is this nigga depicted with? Quran, which can mean both stone and had horns, was translated, and so y'all still gonna depict the nigga with horns. So it's not a real picture of the motherfucker. So this shit coming out your niggas' mind, huh? Or y'all just battling back and forth, calling each other goats and calling each other dead ass Caucasus, dead Caucasus, and some of this Caucasian and European. What y'all battling? They created in their little mall on their side of the earth, which they say is their side of the earth, which I think is the south, which is the African side, which is the melanated side of the earth. Now they told you, they claim they come to be God, may God. They claim they come to the earth, which is the east. The war in the name of the same damn God. The books of Moses. Why you think Trump orange ass don't give a fuck about no Jesus Christ and all that shit? Them Christians talking about he's going by these 5 books y'all the whole carry stole. They allowed them to latch on. They allowed them to latch on. The story with the goddamn Palestinians went up in there, so the Palestinians went up there. The Palestinians would be who? The Palestinians would be the goddamn descendants of Hagar. The Armenian motherfucking Kardashians, they know the story. They say they the children of Japheth. The Armenians all up there, Turkish and all that, they the children of Japheth. The J one even was in, so we know they gotta come later. So they the descendants of Japheth. So Japheth is a goddamn Turkish Armenian type Persian nigga too, huh? Japheth is a Persian nigga too, huh? So that means Shem got to be the Asian, Semitic Asian. And Ham would be the black. Cause the white man got nowhere in it except to claim that he know it and he the father of all of the Northwest. Tell me y'all what's going on now. Tell me y'all what's going on now. I threw one of the videos out last night. Man, I need to go find it. Y'all go look at that video. Oh. Got all that information in about 9/11. Let me see can I go while I'm listening to this war shit. Let me see can I go find that right quick. Let me go see can I find that right quick. Cause I think I ran that motherfucker on 3GD. I ran it on this channel. I ran that motherfucker on this channel. Let me see can I go find that right quick. Cause I told y'all Trump took the goddamn blame off them damn off them Israelis and blamed the Palestinians. Ain't nobody goddamn got no motherfucker coming up into no U.S. airspace and doing all that shit with access to goddamn get up on our planes and knock our building down except a motherfucking Israeli who goddamn it got an inside connection to this bitch. That was a script. And I'm gonna tell y'all what the script was. Why would I tell you? Cause I already told y'all and this shit still stand today. I gotta find that motherfucking video right quick. Cause this is right here. This is right here. Listen to this video, y'all. This is right here. Report titled. Y'all still don't get it yet, right? Huh? They took all the gold out of Fort Knox and sent it to Switzerland, then consigned it over to the Israeli government. Huh? Hey, y'all don't see the rules that are asking how to do 3,000 degrees. What's up, my nigga? Running scripts on the motherfucking world. Which y'all ain't gonna know. Y'all ain't gonna know. Let's see who really knocked them towels down. Let's check that out. Let's show my phone.
Are afraid of sharing power. That's what it's all about. That's the reason. Men won't share power with women because they're afraid. People, if we would share power, we would empower many people so that we would all be more powerful. What he has stated publicly on 9/11 thus far has been nothing but lies and misdirection. In addition to being friends with 9/11 perp Rudy Giuliani, Trump has focused on the limited hangout and misdirection angle of Saudi Arabia, which is what gatekeepers, disinfo agents, and the media focuses on, ignoring the huge elephant in the room, Israel. Trump has
the huge elephant in the room, Israel.
Thousands of Muslim Americans celebrating the 9/11 attacks in New Jersey, which is the biggest lie imaginable. The real truth
I be saying the New Jersey bridge, I be getting it wrong.
Is the only people actually documented celebrating the 9/11 event were a small handful of undercover Israeli Mossad agents who had been in the U.S. for.
Oh, it was some who? You see him? What kind of agents? You see him? What kind of agents? You see them 5 motherfuckers right there? Hey, y'all don't tell nobody about this goddamn video. I said, let's get it. Let's get it.
Never mentioned is the only people actually documented celebrating the 9/11 event were a small handful of undercover Israeli.
See that phoenix right there? See that German phoenix? That ain't no eagle. That's a phoenix.
For years, whose operation was busted by a nationwide FBI sting and were captured on the George Washington Bridge with explosives in their van of their front company, Urban Moving Systems. Fabric reports we're getting now. 2 or 3 men arrested on the New Jersey Parkway. Deborah, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. That is the information that I'm getting from 2 sources. That there was a van either on the New Jersey
America under attack.
inside of the van. That is right now all I'm hearing. But again,
They said they ain't got enough to hit over here in the United States. Okay.
And word late tonight that 2 suspects are in FBI custody after a truckload of explosives was discovered.
It was 5 of them. What other 3 at?
Links New York to New Jersey over the Hudson River. Whether the discovery of those explosives has anything to do with other events today is unclear. But the FBI has 2 suspects in hand. Said the truck load of explosives, enough explosives were in the truck to do great damage to the George Washington Bridge. But they arrested the 2 suspects and they're questioning them as we speak. Since 9/11, we have thousands of pages of FBI, CIA, and DOJ reports documenting the arrests made on 9/11.
DOJ.
The FBI report outlines the fact that the dancing Israelis were found to have taken 76 photographs, had maps, plane tickets, box cutters, and almost $5,000 in cash.
Israelis did what?
2004 civil lawsuit, the Israeli plaintiffs demanded
Israelis did what?
back, in addition to many
Y'all
other
share this
demands.
video, man.
Declassified FBI reports also outline the little-known fact that additional Israelis driving vans were arrested by police in Ohio, Pennsylvania, and New Hampshire after the 9/11 attack. Numerous trucks and vans with explosives were stopped by police on 9/11. And as outlandish...
So it was Bin Laden and Al Qaeda. Why were they over there killing Gaddafi? Why were they killing Gaddafi right after this instead of going after Bin Laden? Man, y'all better wake the fuck up. Let's get it.
And unbelievable as it may sound, one of the vans had a mural painted on the side of it depicting a plane crashing into the Twin Towers. This is confirmed by 2 sources. One, the New York Police
Y'all see it?
transmission recordings from the day of 9/11.
That's the day of 9/11. That was on the side of this truck with explosives, with Israelis in that motherfucker, with the Israelis ID.
That was the day of. It's the van they was caught in. How would they be riding around in a van with the motherfucking Twin Towers being hit by an airplane the day of this shit happening? Israeli, right in your face. Illuminati, Ashkenazi Jews running the religious groups, the Soviet Khazarian Jews running the space group. They're both brothers, deceivers of the world. But I'm just a dumbass nigga, I don't know shit. Let's get it, man. Let's get this shit, my nigga. Say it back up down. Say it back up down.
The New York Police radio transmission recordings from the day of 9/11. 2, it was also discussed by U.S. Transportation Secretary Norman Mineta himself in his February 2006 official report titled Saving City Lifelines, Lessons Learned in the 9/11 Terrorist Attacks. The report stated, quote, there were continuing moments of alarm. A panel truck with a painting of a plane flying into the World Trade Center was stopped near the temporary command post. It proved to be rented to a group of ethnic Middle Eastern people who did not speak English. Fearing that it might be a truck bomb, the NYPD immediately evacuated the area, called out the bomb squad, and detained the occupants.
Why did Mongolian right here? Why did?
The vehicle was found to be an innocent delivery truck. End quote.
What?
The report, of course, makes absolutely no...
This nigga said innocent delivery quick.
Dude, what?
Pictures.
This motherfucker right here.
And explosives. But it was innocent. Little innocent moving truck with Israelis in it. Who we just so happen to be #1 allies with. Man, y'all niggas. Damn, man.
mention of the truck exploding or the fact that these Middle Eastern people had actually been Israeli spies.
Here's the definition of
I'm gonna end that right there, man. You know what I'm talking about?
Androgynous.
But you know what goes in, man. Truth don't need no help. But you can't get away from believing in faith to see what
You heard how that man came and said that it was just an innocent moving truck. You hear them folks saying it was Israelis. You hear me telling you, could nobody ever penetrate our military and our airways and our airlines like no one like that but Israelis? You understand it's been Trump's whole campaign since he been in there, this immigration shit against Palestine and China. That's all he gonna do. Because he trying to control the Middle East, get all the oil for the motherfucking Israelis. It was Israelis that knocked them goddamn buildings down. And I'm gonna show you. I'm finna come back and I'm gonna tell the story about how Trump became the motherfucking 9/11 dictator. He's the 9/11 dictator because he the one came out and took the blame off of those Israelis, nigga. He been dictating before he became president. Now he the 45th and 47th president, the 45, 9, the 47, now 11. Now you gonna tell me this nigga ain't the 9/11 dictator, nigga? What y'all talking about? Man, this shit right in y'all face, man. I'm showing y'all how to lay this motherfucker down and get your mind right. Same way I freed you, goddamn, to get your mind right and not be all emotional about Kanika. Same way about these hoes. And all you gotta do is goddamn look within your soul and know that you're a melanated being and know that you're a part of this solar system, because the solar system, the energy comes from the soul, and the soul is the sun, and the sun got a black melanated disc in that bitch that regulates everything that got to do with anything that got to do with life. Energy, vibrations, all signals of life come from the source, and the source of the solar system, which is the universe, not Catholic, because the word Catholic means universe. You understand me? So they done wrap you up and letting you know they're gonna be a one world. That what the uni is, the unification of these motherfuckers. That's how we got usurped by the United Kingdom, and they created the United States of America on top of your motherfucking shit, nigga. And they came across the motherfucking Canadian border. They ain't came out no sky. They ain't came out no motherfucking Moses, nutsack, Abraham. They came across the motherfucking waters at the mountains. The motherfucking northerners is the Anglo-Saxon, and they be the Vikings and all that shit, the Norwegians, Scandinavians, all that come out of the north, and they meet right there in the center. Fuck the Middle East. What is that circle in the center? In the center of the Atlantic Ocean, where the motherfucking, in the center of the Atlantic Ocean, where my motherfucking ancestors, you can see them Atlanteans down there, up under that bitch with them chains on their motherfucking neck. Do I need to go get that motherfucking photo? These hoes floating on the top of your motherfucking ancestors. You talking about a damn religion. They don't give a fuck what religion my motherfucking ancestors was. Bitch, get up off my motherfucking folks, hoe. Talking about some Royal Islands, and they floating on the top of the souls. Your ancestors talking about the Pacific and the Atlantic. And the two oceans, the waters meet up. Got you balled up, lying sideways on some goddamn water with shit all over your motherfucking head, and around supporting it, and you supporting this shit by default because you got their concept of some kind of spiritual God. Now we got the soul, nigga. Them your chakras, nigga, your gut chakra, that's your soul there. You can your pineal gland, you can read, you really get in that motherfucker, meditate, and come up with the answers you need to come up with to see these people and what they done. Because the sun, they're the castle. We know the Anglo-Saxon, his goddamn pineal gland is the calcified, and they running from UV rays and all this. And those UV rays cool off when that moon get in front of it and show you that black disc. I want to know what's going on. I'm trying to figure out what's so hard for these motherfuckers to understand about common sense. That's what I want to know. So I'm going to come back and I'm going to goddamn run a story about how this nigga became the goddamn 9/11 dictator. I just told you how, but I'm going to come back and I'm going to run a story, the whole story of why and what the fuck happened in 9/11. And we going to talk about that Goldman Sachs building. Yeah, go on. Come on, Trump. Come on, give me a visit, bitch ass nigga. I need a job. I need to goddamn tell some history lessons around this hoe. Because niggas forget too quick. You motherfuckers in here right now still think ain't number 2 billion got hit on 9/11. And you're right, 2 billion got hit. So why the fuck would 3 billion fall? The building they put the insurance on. Pull it, go on, pull it, gotta get that money. The Goldman Sachs building. Who I said? Sachs. Anglo-Sax. All you do is listen. And we gonna get over there to Madagascar where they made those gas cars at and show you why they got so much say so about the motherfucking automotive industry. It's one of them women in prison over there in Madagascar where they made gas cars at, because we had electric cars and we had all kind of electric shit going on, and we had energy, unseen energy, all that shit, lasers. Niggas using cars to make shit levitate, all kind of shit. We were doing a whole lot of shit. Madagascar, there was Lee Al Coca and all them bitches, Chrysler, Mercedes Benz, all them hoes. Y'all, we gonna get into it though. We gonna get on goddamn, we gonna get into this motherfucking the 9/11 dictator and show you how this nigga is the 9/11 dictator. He ain't gonna stop. And Putin gonna goddamn bite down on his ass, then they gonna goddamn have some discussions. They gonna keep on just blowing each other up, hitting them sites and all that shit over there in that goddamn desert. What's holy about the land? It don't produce shit. A holy land should goddamn produce and goddamn take care of the world. But they coming to get our motherfucking drugs, our motherfucking medicine, our motherfucking vegetables, our motherfucking fruit. Huh? They come to get our shit because we got the land. And they cutting across our shit to get where they want to get over there to the south in Australia. Why they want to go to Australia the other way? From around their way. From northeast way though. They can't do it because that eastern corner ain't nothing but mountains over that bitch. Truth don't need no help, man. That shit ain't gonna bend, break, not motherfucking forward. I said it. Until I come back, man, y'all keep this thing flat. I'm gonna try to keep it on my mind. I gotta give y'all the rundown of this 9/11 dictator bitch ass nigga. I said, boom.